Hi guys, this is me Sanchita and welcome back to my channel. It's the wedding season again and I know a lot of you are looking for those bridesmaids looks that is simple, elegant and doesn't overshadow the bride. This one is just for you guys. If you want to know how I created this look, then go on, watch the video. I'll wait. I usually don't tie up my hair, but today I have a little greasy hair which is day 3 basically, so I'm going to attempt to form it into a bun. Alright, so that's the closest that I could get to a bun, and I'm sure you guys will do a better job than me. I have these little strands of hair left out still, but I'll just move with the jewelry. For the jewelry, I have this beautiful temple jewelry with me which I'm going to wear today. These are the earrings that I'm wearing with this. I just love this piece and I love how these tiny pearls just elevate the look of this jewelry, and the earrings too. They are not too long, they are not too short, they're just perfect. And the hair, I'm still thinking about it. I might just open it at the end of the video. But let's get started with the makeup. Now since this is a wedding, it's going to have to be long lasting, and for that long lasting base I'm going to use this Mars Glow O'Clock primer, and this is just that primer that gives you that sticky base so that your foundation sticks on it and it doesn't move anywhere. Okay, now the primer is done and you see how nice a glow it gives to my skin. It's also slightly tacky so that my foundation sticks on it. Before I do my foundation, I just want to start with my eyes now. I'll conceal. I'll put the concealer on the top of my eyelid. Now I know I look a bit weird, but I'm going to fix that later on, and I'm going to start with my eyeshadow. I'm going to keep it simple yet glamorous. I'm going to start with the Makeup Revolution palette, and this is the palette that I'm sure you guys must be owning. It has been present in the market since years now, and it has all the browns and the shimmers, the blacks and everything that you would need for a smoky eye look. So yeah, I'm going to start with this dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place it right on my eyelids. Let me saturate my brush with it, tap it out and place it on your eyelids directly. Just put it in a stamping motion so it saturates on your lids. Alright, I switched brushes and now I'm going to use this lighter shade and attempt to blend out all of this brown eyeshadow and the harsh edges. I'm going to use this clean brush and blend it out a little bit more. It's all about blending. There's nothing much to do. There's just the dark brown eyeshadow blending out with a light brown eyeshadow, and then I'm using this clean brush to blend out all the harsh edges. Now that I'm done blending, I see I lost a little bit of the brown that initially was there, so I'm just going to go and use the same old dark brown eyeshadow and pat it close to my lash line. Just a tiny bit. I'm done with the eyes now. Just a tiny touch up that I like to do is on the brow bone, I put a little bit of concealer and blend it out so that any eyeshadow that may have gotten there gets covered up too. I'll do some finishing touches in the end. Now for my face, I like to keep it simple. I don't like to go very heavy since my eyes are already heavy. I just use this skin tint, which is L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour tinted serum with 1% hyaluronic acid in the shade 4 to 5 medium, and this gives that perfect skin-like finish. So I take just 2 to 3 drops on either side of my face little bit on my forehead. So you see how runny this is? I just take a brush and spread it across my face. I really like this Serum foundation because it is self-setting to an extent. So on a daily basis, I barely set it with powder. But since this is a wedding makeup, I would suggest setting it with a powder because you would be running errands or it would be a long day. So yeah, it can settle into your wrinkles or fine lines. But before the powder, I'm going to apply a little bit of a concealer because I want to put on a little bit of more coverage onto some areas like my under eyes and my mouth area just for today. For concealer, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear concealer shade 312, I think. Yeah, it's 312 Amber, and this concealer too does not need much of a setting. However, if you are using it close to your under eyes, then I would suggest setting it. I would just use it a little bit over here on the areas where I need a little bit of coverage. And around any areas where you have a little bit of fine lines or wrinkles, how I suggest going about it is go around that area with the concealer and first blend it out into that area, and with whatever is left on your brush, you take it close to the areas where you have those fine lines. So you see I have a little bit of fine lines over here. So what I did is I blended it around the eye area first, and then with whatever is left on the brush, I went close to the lines or wrinkles that I had. So what happens in that case is there is not much product to settle into the fine lines and wrinkles, and whatever product that went into those fine lines and wrinkles, we are going to set it with powder so that it doesn't look that prominent. Now a general rule of thumb is you apply all of your liquid products and then you set it all with a powder product. So now I'm going to use a liquid blush, which is this one from Flower Bomb. I'll apply just a little bit on the tops of my cheeks. And this has this really nice rusty brown color which suits Indian skin tone. So yeah, I love it, and it also gives that dewy finish. I blend it with my fingers because it blends nicely with fingers rather than brush. Also, if you didn't know, blush is the first product that leaves your skin, so you can go a bit heavy-handed with the blush and it tends to settle in once your makeup and all of it is done. So yeah, I'm just going to go heavy with the blush, just a little bit, not full-blown heavy, but it looks natural by the end of the makeup. Alright, now that I'm done with my cream products, I'm going to powder the under eyes and a little bit around my mouth because those are the areas that I tend to crease a lot. Now I have two options for powder, which is the one from K-Beauty and one is from Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade 15 Light and this is in the shade Banana. The difference between these two is that the Fit Me one gives a bit more coverage and the K-Beauty one is used for just setting. I don't need any more coverage because I already went in with the Serum foundation and the concealer, so I'm just going to use this K-Beauty powder. And how I would use this is I would use this kind of pizza puff that I bought from PAC and I just dip it into powder. They also have this kind of net mesh kind of thing that doesn't make your powder fall out too much, and you'll see an even layer of powder getting dispersed onto your puff. If this mesh was not there, what I would have done is I would have just evened it out on the back of my hand. But since this mesh is there, it has already been evened out on this puff. So I'm just going to directly go into the crease area. Before I put any powder on, I would like to even out this area because if I put powder directly onto this, I will be setting the lines that formed because of the concealer setting into that crease. So yeah, I'll just even it out. And I'll powder it. So you see how smooth this side looks. That's because I evened out all the lines before I went in with the powder. I'll even out this area too. And you see how nicely it has blended out into the blush as well as the eyeshadow that was a bit harsh on this area. And also I'll take it a little bit towards my smile lines. Now I'm done with the powdering, and you see the blush has already disappeared. So now I'm going to go and use a powder blush. The blush I'm using is this one from Sugar Pop, and it is in the shade 02 Sienna. It has this beautiful coral color, and I'm just going to use this to set my blush. This is really pigmented, so I'm just using light hand to set that area. You can slowly build in your makeup instead of going in all at once. Perfect. Now I'm going to move on straight to the lips. I'm going to use this lip liner from Mars, which is the Edge of Desire lip liner in the shade 02 Deep Tone, and I'm going to use it to line my lips. Now that I have lined my lips, I would like to blend it out a little bit so it's not this harsh. Now I'll go in with this lipstick from again L'Oreal, and this is the shade Worth It Medium, and this is a very nice pinky nude color. Since my eyes are heavy, I would like to keep my lips a bit on the nude side, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to smudge it out so it's not that harsh. My lips are done too, and now I'm going to complete the missing part of the eyes. So I'm going to apply a mascara. Before I apply the mascara, I'm just going to curl my lashes a bit. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to take this Stays 929 tubing mascara, and I really like this because this is volumizing and waterproof, but it comes off really easily. So at the end of the day, you can wash it off with warm water and it comes off in clumps. You don't even have to scrub your eyes a lot. This has really made my life simple. And that is with one coat of mascara. I've said this in my earlier video too, sometimes the mascara gets on your skin, and if that happens, please don't rub it out immediately. Let it set and let it dry, and only after that attempt to clean it out, because otherwise it will smudge all over your skin and ruin your base. Usually I don't put lashes, but for today I think I'm going to go in with lashes. These are the lashes that I'm going to use today, and this is from Swiss Beauty. A few tips before you start applying your lashes. Take the lash and measure it without any glue. Just measure it across your eyelids and see if when you blink your eyes whether it touches the inside of your nose or not. So just measure it out, and it seems perfect for me, but if it wasn't, I would have cut off the inner side of the lashes. And also one more tip, just bend the band of the lashes like that, because your eyelids are in that semicircular form, right? So if you bend these lashes, they take that shape naturally, and then it becomes easy for you to place these lashes. Also, it'll be better if you use tweezers to place your lashes, because it will give you some room to see in the mirror what you're doing with those lashes. For the glue, what you do is you take the glue and apply a very thin layer of it across the lashes, like very very thin. At the tips of the lashes, that is the starting of the lash, and at the end of the lash, put in an extra drop of glue, which is a little bit thicker than the rest of the band, and let it dry for about 30 seconds and keep doing this so that it dries in that shape. What happens if you apply the wet glue is that it doesn't set nicely and it keeps moving around, so let it get tacky and it'll automatically adhere to your top lash line. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking a tweezer and holding it very close to the band. You see, like over here, I'm holding it very close to the band. I go from the top. Now you see the difference between this and this. It looks really dramatic without even putting an eyeliner. So yeah, I'm just going to do that on the other eyes as well. Alright, my lashes are in place and now I'm just going to use a bit of a highlighter to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. I'm going to use this brush from Cuffs and Lashes, which is CS07, and it is this tiny brush with really packed bristles. And I'm going to use this shade, this golden shade. When I applied the lashes, there's a bit of a empty space over here, so which I'm going to fill in with my kajal. For the lower lash line, I'm going in with the same dark brown eyeshadow, picking it up on a small brush and just going to blend it on the lower lash line. Now for a bit of a highlighter, I'm using this Maybelline Master Chrome Face Studio Metallic Highlighter, and I'm taking a bit of it on the brush and applying it to the high points of my face. I don't do anything with my brows because it's already thick, and if I draw on anymore it looks unnatural. So yeah, I'm just going to keep that natural and add a bindi. For the bindi, I have stopped applying those sticker bindis and I just go with the eyeliner that I have and place it as a bindi because it lasts quite long, and those sticker bindis, by the end of the day, I don't know where they go, but yeah, I'm tired of losing those bindis. I've never worn a bindi other than the black bindi and those stone bindis that we get, but I would really like to know what you think would suit this look. So yeah, let me know that in the comments. As for now, I'm going to put on this black bindi and wear my sari and be back. I really like how this look turned out.
I forgot to mention to set your face with a setting spray, and the one that I used is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and my makeup doesn't move the whole night.
It's giving glowy and smoky yet put together, and the hair has also come together with the look. I just wish I had some flowers to put on, which I don't right now. You can add that. This is what it looks like with my hair open. Please let me know whether this one looks better or the one with the tied up hair looks better. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. I really like this look.